So this week we are still pulling from Principal Kafele's handbook for teachers of African American students. And this week is all about managing the classroom. All right. So diving right in, tip number 1, you want to make sure that you have a classroom mission and vision. Your mission is going to give you your why. It's going to give your students their why. And then the vision is all about, okay, where do I see myself next? Where do I see myself when I grow up? If you are teaching those elementary students or even middle and high school students, where do I see myself after your class, after this year with you is done, right? And then tip number 2, you want to make sure you build a classroom community. You want to make sure that you have jobs and roles for your students in the classroom so that you're not doing everything. There are little tasks like sharpening pencils, handing out papers, pushing in chairs, turning off smart boards, turning off the light that you don't have to do, right? You can actually build a classroom culture, build a community where your students are very hands-on and they're making sure that things are done in the classroom as well, because at the end of the day, it's our classroom and we're in it together, right? And then tip number 3, you want to make sure you have expectations, you have consequences, you have rewards. My expectations, I suggest, are no more than 3 to 5 things that you expect from them every single day. And then the consequences are the same as well. This will happen if you don't do this. This will happen if you don't do what I asked you to do at this time, or if you don't turn in this assignment, or if you're not where you're supposed to be. This will be your consequence. The first offense will be this, the second offense will be that, and it's posted and it's in your classroom every single day, and it doesn't change. The same thing with the rewards. When I was a classroom teacher, we had stickers, we had slime parties, we had days where we could go outside and for math as a reward. We could take our shoes off as a reward, right? And you just want to make sure that when they meet your expectations, you have rewards and it's not just full of consequences. And then the 4th thing, you want to make sure that you have a signal for silence. When it is their time to listen to you speak, how do you get their attention without yelling? Okay, without yelling. What is your signal for silence? I know for me, it was an echo clap, where I would clap and then they would clap. And that was really throughout the whole school. Like every student knew, okay, if an adult claps, you clap after. I know one teacher had a really cool thing where she did the McDonald's chant, where she would say, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, and the students would say, I'm listening. And that was her signal for silence, right? But you also want to make sure that you are using the room, that you're walking around, that you're not sitting at your desk all day long, making sure that you're using the room, encouraging students as they're going through tasks, leaving little notes on the table if you would like to, maybe just patting them on or tapping them on the shoulder just to tell them, hey, you're doing a good job, keep going, giving them a thumbs up, right? Using that room. And then the last thing that you want to make sure that you're doing is to build them up and to have positive images of themselves in your classroom, right? For your male students, having images like President Barack Obama, George Washington Carver, Marcus Garvey. For your female students, having images like First Lady Michelle Obama or Marion Wright Edelman or Mary McLeod Bethune posted on the walls in your classroom so that they see themselves in a positive light and that you are building them up every chance that you get, right? So managing the classroom, want to make sure that we have a mission and vision. Want to make sure that we're building our classroom community. We have expectations, consequences, rewards. We have a signal for silence. We are moving throughout the room. We are building them up, and that we have positive images that our students can look up to. I have about 4 more parts left in this book to share with you, and I will make sure that in the description there's a link for you to stay connected with me, and I will see you all next week.